Does Anthony Davis's impending return make the Lakers the favorites again?
So over the last month of the NBA season, the three best teams in the league have all been in the Western Conference. Number one, the Utah Jazz. Number two, the Phoenix Suns. Number three, the Los Angeles Clippers. Yes, Mina, those are teams that play defense. It's incredible what defense does in terms of being good. So Anthony Davis is coming back, and that is the seismic force that could unsettle all of that goodwill in those three cities. And I will point out that they were terrible, the Lakers were, without Anthony Davis. We kind of suspected this, but they were 13-14 over those last 27 games without him. Now Frank Vogel is saying, well, maybe we'll work him in 15 minutes at a time to get him sort of ready for NBA full court action once again. But it all comes down to the same question to me. How serious do you take the three teams that I mentioned at the very beginning of the show? If you take them super seriously, then Anthony Davis actually has a real hard road ahead of him. But if you still believe that Anthony Davis and LeBron James are the two best players in the Western Conference, as I do, it's easy, again, to say, whatever to those three teams.
I don't see how you cannot take them super seriously if you've been watching what's going on. I understand that the playoffs are a different animal, blah, blah, blah. I get it, and I believe that it is true. But Anthony Davis has been sitting out since February with some issues with his Achilles and calf. Like, that's terrifying. So, yes, if he comes back, and also LeBron comes back, and they get in a groove and get comfortable, yes, I still pick them over everyone else, but those are major ifs. Like, we can't guarantee that Anthony Davis is going to be the same player or that him and LeBron are going to work well together. And we also have to take into account the fact that they might end up in one of these play-in games, which if you drop down to 7, considering the fact they have to play against the Mavs and Trailblazers coming up, and they're going to be trying to get Anthony Davis working back in, which may mean that they are not putting their best effort out there. There's a good chance that they could end up in those play-in games. And what could hurt a team like this more than more basketball? Anthony Davis and LeBron James are not guys that need more basketball. I understand that at most it might be 2 more games, but that's a lot for those guys in their body right now.
Yeah. This really taps into, I think, like the central question of the NBA right now, which is how seriously or how scared should we be of teams when we don't know if their stars are playing and how healthy they are? Because if all of their stars are playing, both the Lakers and the Nets, yes, Pablo, the Nets seem fated to meet, as you guys have said. If not, we do have to take teams like the Suns and the Jazz seriously. And I would love to be a basketball hipster and endear myself to the state of Utah, which has many beautiful national parks, by saying we should take the Jazz seriously regardless, because the three-point shooting is fantastic and they're so balanced and they've been so good. But I'm with you guys. If LeBron and AD are both out there, I'm not going to pick against them. I mean, when they were together, they were plus 17 points per 100 possessions. When Anthony Davis was at the 5 and LeBron was at the 4, they were plus 64. That is not a typo. Plus 64. No, I am not going to pick against those dudes, even though I understand all of the very good basketball reasons to believe in the other teams.
Hold on, Pablo. There's so much in there to take offense with, but I'm going to take offense with you trying to say that it's a compliment that Utah has great national parks. Once you get to lauding the national parks of a state, that clearly means that you don't think they got much going for them. This disrespect is an insult.
Spoken like someone who has never seen the arches. They are majestic.
that is tantamount to saying, got a great personality. What do you think about that, Pablo? Great personality. Like, that's the same thing. You skip right to personality because all the other normal compliments are out of the way.
If you are calling me, like, I don't know, the Yellowstone of sports analysts, I will take that compliment. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.